Soap Cult got a warehouse. And this is me. Very excited. Just on the handover. Just got the keys. Yeah, I'm just taking it all in. This was the exciting day where my family finally got to see the warehouse that I had been trying to get for the last 2 months. And this is my husband, Brad. He loves IT stuff. It's really his thing. So he's telling me all the cool things that we can do with the space and make sure that I've got, really good internet in the property. That's my daughter. And of course we had to christen the place with a ride on her bike. Okay, on the third day the cleaning really started. It was filthy. So we literally started at the top, as far up as we could go. We dusted all the walls off with a soft brush. And there's quite a lot of wall space. It's about 112 square meters. And very tall ceilings. This is the kind of stuff that we were picking up off the walls and the floor. So it was extremely dirty. We didn't bring a vacuum, unfortunately, and there was no power or lights at this stage because the handover hadn't really happened, particularly well. So we just had to do it all by hand. Old school, dustpan and brush. Walls first, then floors, and then it was time to mop. One of the many mops. Waiting for it to fill, and here we go. This was rinse and repeat several times. While I was mopping the floors, Brad was cleaning the walls with sugar soap.
Oh, that's just from that wall.
Lordy. And yeah, they were very dirty. I don't have any video of it, but while the floors were drying, we went to IKEA and picked up just the bare basics that we needed for my office. We got a desk and this cabinet.
Another bag out there.
Oh, okay. I'll go find it.
Yeah.
This cabinet was really hard to put together. It was actually much nicer than the one that I'd picked out online, and Brad saw that and suggested that we get it. And I think it was the right decision. Like it fits the space, but it was definitely much harder to put together than my, Billy bookcase idea. And the floors take a really long time to dry. So while Brad was building a lot of the furniture and he didn't need my help at that point, I'd basically just go back and clean and mop myself in and then do it all again. And yes, on the fourth day, I came back. It was just me this time. The previous day was a public holiday. And I brought the vacuum cleaner from home, thank goodness. Because even after all of the dusting and sweeping and mopping, the floors were still covered in dust. So this is the, bathroom shower area. This is before it's been cleaned. So it's, kind of grimy. I don't think the shower's really been used, so that wasn't particularly dirty, but the, bathroom/toilet area was alarming. So this is pre-clean. And basically I did the same thing in here. I started at the top, worked my way down. Yeah, and the whole place got a really good scrub. It was scary gross. Ew. Okay, so we always start with the cleanest thing first, right? So I started with the kitchen, the little kitchen area. This is all there is in the kitchen. So this is the new sink, I was told. The new sink, which is very interesting. Wait till I show you the cabinets and the water damage on them. Here we go. So I guess they were new 7 years ago, before they got water damaged. You just have to lower your expectations a bit. That's what I'm beginning to realize when it comes to commercial property. It's quite a different story to what you get when you rent residentially. I don't even know how that happened. I really don't. Much more sparkly clean. It's still got like rust marks on it. I'm gonna have to get some Barkeep's Friend or something. Try and clean that off. Yeah, the kitchenette's funny because it doesn't actually have power, so I can't put a bar fridge or anything in here or a microwave. It's just like the spot where the water is, basically. But here's where I want to have another table that I'll just put a bin underneath, but I need to have more space to actually put my, soap dishes and stuff that are drying. This is eventually going to be a photography space because the mezzanine that I thought was there has been blocked off that I'm not allowed to use. That's going to be where I do my photography. And this is it after a clean, somewhat, drying the broom, mop. Yeah, the mirror's not great. I didn't have the right stuff to clean the mirror, so it's a bit smeary. But the sink's much better. The walls are clean. I know they're clean because I scrubbed them. The paint still doesn't look fabulous. Nothing's going to fix that except more paint. But yeah, it is clean. The toilet has been scrubbed, every single inch of it, all the way around. It's probably the best toilet clean I've ever done, to be honest. And yeah, there's still just a bit more cleaning product in there because really, it needed it. Yeah, bare bulb. I want to get something a bit nicer for up there. But, it's serviceable. It's an indoor toilet. And this is me talking about getting some type of, storage in here so that we can keep toilet paper and nice smelly stuff and, spare clothes and all these sorts of things. So I'm thinking of getting something to fit beside the toilet, just in the back there. Probably another IKEA run or just under the sink. This is the very start of the move. This is like the things that I brought with me when I was coming here to clean. So I just was putting like odds and ends into the van and bringing it with me. This pile grew very, very quickly. So yeah, this is just the random stuff that I didn't really need to have at home in the studio there while I was still, making products prior to moving in completely. I don't know if I'd actually vacuumed this area at this stage or not. Really can't remember. But the office is coming together nicely, chair and desk. Do I show you the cabinet? Go on, turn around. No, just want to show you the chair. Okay. Funny. Yeah, I still need to get some a printer table in here because I've got my laser printer. Yay, there's a cabinet. So basically, yeah, I must have vacuumed at this stage because I picked up all this stuff and I've put it on top. This is the little shelf rolling cart thing that I got for the bathroom, for the toilet. It's very hard to put it together. I kind of gave up, but I ended up doing it in the end. And then these are some like picture rail shelves that I've got for this wall. And because the office is quite small, I got like much shorter shelves than what I would normally have, just because I didn't want to make the wall look really tiny. Yeah, this window needs clean. I think I do that the next day. But that's also going to have like our brand decal, or that lovely box that I've got from Aldi just to carry my stuff in. Not reflective of me. Yeah, so they're magnet cabinets, and just started accumulating some tools and things to keep here. I don't know what I was talking about at this stage. I'd actually recorded like audio to this, and then because the place was so echoey and I didn't have a proper microphone at this stage, that the audio was just awful. So I decided to just do a voiceover. All right, so this is going to be like the showroom area. That's going to be blocked off. We'll have that glass door closed and then completely covered up and obscured with some heavy curtains with the railing, hung up nice and high. Yeah, there's some beautiful dark curtains at IKEA that I want to get. There's going to be some type of like seating there, and then like a coffee table or a bench or something, so it's comfortable for people when they come in to shop. I may or may not cover this up as well with curtains. I'm not sure. I haven't done a summer in here yet, obviously, so we'll see how hot it actually gets. But this is basically where I want to have the big product display and have a nice bookcase, nice, dark timber and stuff, and just have it looking, you know, moody and gorgeous. Rugs on the floor to cover the floor, but also just make it feel more, you know, cozy. And I'd like to have a runner down here. I quite like Persian rugs. So that's the plan for here. Here's my little storage area. I still didn't have power at this point. Yeah, this mirror just came with the property, so okay. So did this little, you know, bookcase thing. The internet wasn't hooked up yet either, so this room's still kind of a disaster. I don't know what I'm telling you about in this scene. Yeah, so that was the entrance to the mezzanine that I can't get up to. They just walled it off and then cut a hole so I could still access the light switches. That was going to be my photography studio, but yeah, apparently it's not in great condition, so it really shouldn't be walked on. That bank over there with the 3 lights, that's going to be where I manufacture. This is the photography space, as I said before, and yeah, the light through here is actually really beautiful. Like, it is perfect. Part of the reason there was so much dust and grime and stuff everywhere was that this space that we're in right now actually had a wall, and there was another mezzanine, you know, there. So that got knocked down. So there was years of dust and chipboard powder and stuff that, you know, fell down onto the ground. And yeah, and here I'm just sort of telling you that I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the walls to like mount backdrops and stuff on and take, you know, nicer reels and TikToks. There'll be a packing, like a break room, and then a packing bench, and then bakery trolleys, and then a 6-meter shelving bay goes along there, and then that's going to be my shipping and dispatch area. So I'll have a nice packing bench. And the left-hand side, that's going to be like receiving. That's where all the supplies and things come in until they can be, you know, processed. And then, yeah, basically where that door is blocked off, that'll be my dispatch area where all the finished parcels go, in order for the postie to come and collect them for me. Because I can actually get that from this location, which is very exciting. This, I think, is going to be like the makeshift kitchenette. You can see where it's got like power, so, you know, that's great, unlike the actual kitchen, which doesn't have power. So this is where like a bar fridge and a water cooler is going to go, because this place isn't air conditioned and it doesn't have fans. And yeah, summers in Queensland are pretty intense. So at the very least, your girlfriend's going to want cold water. Yeah, this little area is where I'm going to have my, you know, melters and scale and everything. So basically the tables are going to be lined up 2 against the wall, and then one that comes out in the middle of it to create like 2 separate sort of workstations. And yeah, part 2 coming soon. Thanks for watching.